everyone! Sorry I'm late. I got distracted with things. I'll try not to be so late next time. Also, yes, today, because I missed Corpse Factory, we'll be doing a couple streams with those during the week. Yes. Oh, right. I should put myself in the middle because I'm just chatting with you for right now. But yeah, hopefully everyone's week is going well. End of the year's coming. You need to get through the adult stuff. It's a sad time. But that's what we need to do. Need to get through the adult stuff so then we can have fun with the quote-unquote less adult stuff. As it would. But no, hopefully everyone's doing nicely and fine. No, it is not going to be Christmas season soon. I will refute it. It is not. First is Respect the Dead season. Yes. Here in Canada, we have days before we get to actually Mariah Carey season. That's why I'm trying to avoid. Look, I love her. I love her vocals. She is still a queen in my heart. But, yeah, we still have a thing to quote-unquote celebrate. Because I wouldn't consider it celebrating as much as, you know, it's a thing we must do here. We respect the people who did a thing. Mainly soldiers who did things. Oh. I know. Hopefully it's not actually echoing. That would be bad. That would be sad. Honestly. So, yeah. But yeah, Canada. We don't have Christmas season just yet. At least we shouldn't. We need to still respect the dead, so it's still dead season. It's just that the dead are respected soldiers. Good! We're not echoing! Yay! Okay. To be fair, that is on me for being distracted. I should not have been. I will say that myself. I should not have been so distracted. That is on me. Is it? A whole minute. Is it really delayed that long? Shouldn't be. Odd. Hold. Odd. Is it really delayed that much? Odd. Very odd. Whole minute. Weird. I'll figure that out later. Because I'm not in the mood to play around with settings. LMAO. Like I said, I'll figure it out. Eventually. Anyways, let's hurry to the game. Good song, good song. May need to look that up, actually, at some point. And then sing that. Very nice. Anyways, last time for anyone who was not here, we got into a slap fight. Well, one-sided slap fight. We were taking on the slaps. And, yeah, Noriko. This is Noriko. She's nice. She might be a mass killer. Mass murderer. It's fine. Using websites. Eat potato chip. Take potato chip, eat it. That's just how it will be. You know? Maybe insane, but, you know, it's going to be fine. Nice little gallery. Unlock more pictures. Yeah, we've unlocked slap fight. Fun. Anyways, let's continue. Again, where we left off, we woke up after the day after the slap fight, and now we're probably gonna have to encounter the person we had a slap fight with. So that's gonna be fun. Let's go! Yay! Make sure. Yes. My typing is hesitant and distracted this morning. My fingers falter, misstep, and tap backspace repetitively. This is no good. I can't focus on work while I'm staring at the top of Tomoe's head, popping up from behind a monitor a few desks away. Yeah, Tomoe, we got into a nice little slap fight with them. That's why it's very awkward. Awkward! Again, she was the one dealing slaps. We didn't do much to her. We just took it. Even my work playlist isn't inspiring me to pulverize the keyboard today. Normally, a blast of pure volume and a shot of caffeine is enough to carry me through the greatest heights of productivity. Yeah, I know that feeling. Just need that energy to just get through. Just to push through. I press a finger to my pursed lips, trying hard to regain my focus. I absent-mindedly noticed that I missed the edge of my top lip when applying lipstick this morning. Damn, I'm really out of sorts today. At least I managed to apply some extra blush to cover up the faint bruising on my face. I might have overdone it a little, but it's better than looking like I just stepped out of a boxing ring.
Good morning, Noriko. Boy, have I got some neat news for you.
This is Shinya. If you weren't here yesterday, I feel bad for this kid. He just does not take hints. Like, at all. It's very sad. He does not take any hints at all. He's a pitiful kid. But yes, tell me what news you have for me, Shinya. I'm so absorbed in my own thoughts that I barely register Shinya standing in front of my desk.
Noriko? Excuse me? Noriko? Are you in there?
Not exactly, but you know, I'm here enough.
Huh?
My eyes fixate on Shinya's goofy smile. I quickly remove my headphones.
Fujikawa, Shinya, sorry. Hi.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Tired is all.
Yeah. It'd be that.
Oh, I hear you. I was up late last night.
Oh?
Boy, I must have been up past 10. Just could not put down this new crime thriller I've been reading.
Oh yeah, Shinya is a true crime person. Yeah, there's social media on this game, and he's a true crime person. He's a true crime person. Oh boy.
Oh, yeah, right. I was up late reading too.
Your horror novels, right? Don't they leave you feeling a little scared before you go to sleep?
Personally, most horror things don't give me nightmares anymore, surprisingly enough. Odd. But you know, it is what it is.
No, not really. It's all fiction, so it's pretty easy to distinguish from reality.
That too, that too.
Is that so? Wow, that's not like my book at all.
Oh, Shinya, oh, Shinya.
The crimes in this story are all based on real cases. My jaw hits the floor every time I turn the page.
Shinya,
Yeah.
oh, Shinya, you poor boy.
Anyway, let me tell you this. Your friend Sato can take a data entry opening starting from Monday.
Ah, yes. We also asked Shinya to grab a job for our friend Sato, because Sato does not look like working at a maid cafe. Creeps, that's why. We basically used him, because Shinya does not take hints. He's a pitiful boy. He's a pitiful boy. You fool. Shinya, you fool.
She doesn't even need to interview. That's how much the boss trusts me.
Well, not sure if that's a good office practice, but you know, that's a good thing for our friend. I'm genuinely impressed with Shinya's ability to score Aoi a job. Say what you want about the guy, but the bigwigs obviously have faith in him.
Wow, Shinya. I don't know what to say. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Don't thank me yet. Sato is going to be worked to the bone. I hope she's prepared for it.
Hopefully, because... Ooh, boy.
Trust me, anything will be better than her current job. Really, thank you, Shinya. You came through for us here.
Well, I'm just happy to help.
Mm-hmm. You poor clueless boy. You poor, absolutely clueless boy.
Hey, Noriko. can I ask you something?
Okay. What do you need to ask? What do you need to ask, you fool?
Sure. Shoot.
Shoot! Oh, right. An expression.
Oh, Shinya.
Sorry, I just remembered this case in the novel I'm reading, where a police officer shoots at a perp only to...
Uh-huh.
Hey, you, wanted to ask me something?
Yeah, that is very important.
Right. Are you friends with Watanabe?
I blink a couple of times.
Tomoe?
You mean the person we had a slap fight with? Where she was the one doing all the slapping? I wouldn't consider us friends, no. No.
You're on a first-name basis with her. Then you must be great friends.
Oh, Shinya, you poor dense boy. You very dense boy.
I didn't say...
Yeah, I wouldn't say.
Listen, would you mind putting in a good word for me with her?
Eh?
I'm kind of interested in, taking her out sometime. But I could never ask her myself.
Eh? I'm stunned, gobsmacked, speechless. Heh? I mean, good for you, Shinya. Good for you. Thank goodness. Shinya likes Tomoe? I thought he likes me. Is my intuition wrong? Was our intuition wrong? That is something to consider. I wonder if the clues have been in front of me this whole time. What else haven't I been seeing? That is a question. That is a question. What haven't we been seeing? What on earth is going on?
Noriko? What do you say?
I mean, I'm good with it.
Shinya, look. Honestly, I'm not really friends with Tomoe. I don't think I can help you.
Oh, I see. That's a shame. I thought maybe you were close. Darn. I guess there's not much to be done, is there? Even after
Oh, you're playing this game. Nice. Okay. Okay, good. Thank God. Thank God you're not so poor and pitiful after all, kid. You're not so poor and pitiful after all. Thank God. Is he seriously trying to guilt me? I have to hand it to him. I didn't think he had it in him. Yeah, neither did I, honestly. Good for him, again. Thank God.
Well, I suppose you can just tell Sato to start work on Monday morning. Guess I'll see you around the office then.
Shinya leaves and I bury my face in my hands. Has this world gone mad all of a sudden? Shinya likes Tomoe, not me? It's not that I'm disappointed. Hell, I don't have feelings for the guy. But for him to be interested in someone vapid like her just blows my mind. To add insult to literal injury, Tomoe assaulted me yesterday. She has a vicious, violent side to her that Shinya doesn't know about. He could be in real danger if he pursues her. That is true. That is true. It is a possible red flag. I'm completely unable to process what I should do. Shinya scored Aoi a job, and I'm truly thankful. Do I feel like I owe him one? Should I ask Tomoe out for him or warn him about her? I need to clear my head. I decide to step away from my desk and visit the restroom. Though I have no need to use the restroom, I enter a stall and lock the door behind me. Sitting on the toilet's closed lid, I lean back and exhale. I'm getting too caught up in office drama. That's what the issue is. It's unlike me. I'm supposed to be stoic, unflinching. It's my ideology, my entire identity. That's concerning, to make that your entire identity, but okay. My emotions are better locked away than stitched on my sleeve. I mean, there's benefits to wearing your heart on your sleeve, I can say that, but still, I wouldn't base my entire personality off of it, but okay. I'm Corpse Girl, for crying out loud. My purpose is bigger than all of this. I'm destined for greatness. Yeah. She has, issues. She has issues. That's all we need to say. The day will come when people the day will come when people fear my name. Right? I shake the doubts from my mind and pat my cheeks. I'm doing all of this for the right reasons. I know I am. If I start doubting myself now, I'll never see my mission through. An unfamiliar jingle rings out through the restroom, echoing off the walls. It sounds like a phone alert, but where did it come from? It takes me a few seconds to realize I have my own phone in my hands and it's vibrating incessantly. I must have grabbed it subconsciously from my desk when I stood up. The screen is lit up and a message reads, "One new article matches your custom filter." Yeah, this is what she does for lols. Dead body lol. Literally, lol. Yeah, she just, does this. She's possibly a mass murderer and, you know, she has, insane tendencies. Dead body lol. Wait, what? The auto news feed I set up last night. It actually located something? I hurriedly unlock my screen and open a certain app. The same app I was trawling through last night looking for obituaries. A little unread mail icon sits at the top of the screen, blinking and practically shouting for my attention. I hit the icon and read the information presented to me. Article posted online today, 11:22 a.m. Keywords found: miss, accident, numerical data range 30 to 50. Image data found, yes. Wednesday, May 27. Mrs. Akane Surumaki. Miss Akane Surumaki, 36, of Chiba Prefecture, was pronounced dead this morning at her personal residence, 8:38 a.m. The chief coroner reports that Miss Surumaki was involved in an accident resulting in self-asphyxiation. Miss Surumaki is survived by her husband, Mr. Goro Surumaki, 42, and their daughter, Miss Fu Surumaki, 1. A funeral service will be held on Friday, May 29. View image attachment. I hurriedly tap the button and gasp as the image loads. It's her! The photo! It's unmistakably the same woman! Yeah, she runs a site that does things like this. Plain features, little makeup, no signs of personality. Akane Surumaki, the latest victim to receive a photo of her own corpse. My breathing stops all of a sudden. I'm gasping for air, my cheeks on fire, my fingers numb. I did it! That's not something to be so proud of, but okay. But okay. I wouldn't be so proud of this, but okay. My meticulously crafted photo caused this woman to end her own life. An accident resulted in self-asphyxiation, meaning she died by suicide. Suicide. She strangled herself or held her head down in the bath. The news never reports anything as a suicide. It's such a taboo topic in this culture. Everything is always an accident. All this time I've been trying to compel someone to unalive themselves. My corpse photos constantly become more and more elaborate, more and more convincing and realistic. And now somebody has died again because of me. Because of Corpse Girl. I was right all along. I do possess power. I have the power to end lives through my work, my art. I've known it all this time, and I finally proved it. Miss? Y'all should not be so happy about that. But okay. Okay. Rui Hatano's death planted the seeds of belief in my mind. The belief that Corpse Girl is more than a mortal being. And now, Akane Tsurumaki's demise has caused those seeds to bloom and blossom into pure certainty. Again, I don't think you should be so happy about that, but okay. Corpse Girl truly can end lives. This is a wonderful revelation, and it relieves my turbulent mind. This is what calms you down? Concerning! You need therapy! However, I can't get my fingers to scroll back up to reread the obituary. My hands aren't functioning, my legs dangle lifelessly from the toilet seat, and my coffee from this morning is working its way back up my throat. I feel the sting of tears in my eyes, sweet trickles on my forehead, dripping down my uncharacteristically thick makeup. All of a sudden, I can't breathe. My lungs refuse to take in any more oxygen. I panic and fall forward, miraculously slamming my hands into the stall door to prevent my head from colliding with the floor. My nails scrape against the door's enamel paint, peeling chunks of green from the surface as I slide down and down until my head rests uncomfortably on the damp tiles. Yeah. She's weird. She's something, all right. My eyes roll back and my tongue lolls out the side of my mouth, dangerously close to the tile floor. But completely out of my sight and mind. I taste foundation and blush, a little bit of sweat, then nothing at all as the still air envelops my taste buds. My photo killed that woman. That woman killed herself because of my photo. My photo killed that woman. That woman killed herself because of my photo. My woman killed that photo of herself because of the photo of the woman who killed herself in the photo. My eyes begin to regain their focus, and my stomach returns. My stomach turns, heaves, and shakes, and warm coffee spills from my lips as I try to smile, but only manage to gurgle. The gritty paint under my fingernails has a rough texture that I don't like very much. I feel queasy and ecstatic at the same time. It's a horribly wonderful feeling that I could do without. So much for stoic, unflinching Noriko. Remember stoic, unflinching Noriko? This is her, writhing on the bathroom floor, her lungs working once more, and her breath ragged, gasping, sucking in air like a mosquito sucks in blood. This is Noriko. Noriko with her grandiose fantasies of death and killing people without having to kill them at all. Without having to leave her apartment because the outside world is scary and there are people out there probably trying to kill her. This is Noriko. Me, the real me. Acting tough and fearless when I'm crying on the inside. Always sad, always miserable, always lying on the bathroom floor with my fist clenched and my phone resting in a puddle of my life slowly. In a puddle and my life slowly spiraling out of control. This is me. I did this. I killed that woman. She had a husband and a daughter, and some random person requested that I kill her, so I did. She probably didn't do anything wrong. She looked boring. She must have just rubbed somebody the wrong way. Maybe she didn't even know what she did. Just like how I rubbed Tomoe the wrong way and I don't know what I did. But Tomoe slapped me twice hard and it hurt. And it must have hurt that woman too when she strangled herself and killed herself. I killed her. I directly killed her with my indirect actions. She's dead now and I'm alive. I'm still here lying on the bathroom floor on the 14th story of Shinjuku's Temujin office building, and I have paint underneath my fingernails, and I'm always going to start work here on Monday. But I did it. I killed her. Finally, after countless months of pretense of false starts, of failures and disappointments, I killed somebody again. Corpse Girl strikes for the second time. And above all else, this grime and muck on the floor and the tingling feeling underneath my fingernails, above all that, this feels good. This feels so good. Blood has returned to my legs. The pins and needles have faded. My toes quiver beneath my stockings and shoes. An electrical charge pulses down my thighs and dissipates through my feet. I manage to plant two hands firmly on the tiles and push myself up onto my wobbly knees. I suck in air and breathe all of it back out, almost at once. I feel dizzy, and a bizarre warmth is welling up inside my stomach and chest. I manage to steady myself enough to sit back on top of the toilet seat, with my feet planted firmly on the ground, and my hands resting on my lap. I try to regain my sense of self. I might have lost my composure a little bit upon reading the news. But who could blame me? Everything I've worked for over the last year is finally starting to pay off. My second victim is dead. With this, Corpse Girl's popularity is sure to rise. More and more people will issue requests through my website. More and more people will receive corpse photos, and more people will... She killed herself. She killed herself! Oh, how I wish I could see the real body. If only I could see her mangled corpse drenched in sweat and finally at peace. I notice my phone is wedged between my wet fingers. I must have subconsciously scooped it up from the pool of muck on the floor. I try to ignore the sticky texture clinging to the screen. My fingers no longer numb. I scroll up and reread the obituary article. Miss Akane Tsurumaki, 36 of Chiba Prefecture, was pronounced dead this morning. Dead! Pronounced dead! My breathing staggers once again. My jaw gently lowers. Involved in an accident. Hot steam clouds my face, resulting in self-asphyxiation. I salivate unconsciously, a trickle of moisture creeping down my chin and dropping on my lap. My cheeks are flushed, my vision slightly blurred. She killed herself because of me. She killed. I let out a gasp as my hips rise against my will. My toes curl, my legs stiffen, my skin tingles. I lean back against the cistern, the cold porcelain penetrating the thin fabric of my clothing, chilling my burning hot skin. My eyelids flutter as my mind hazes over. I can't control my body any longer. All the anticipation of the last few days, the tension building in my muscles. I can't. My legs tense up, my knees buckle, my neck tilts back. A whispered gasp slips softly between my lips. My phone falls to the ground once more as my fingers slowly uncurl. The dull tink sound as it hits the floor is the last thing my foggy mind registers before I drift away. She's weird. She's weird.
You look like horse shit.
Oh, hi, Tomoe. Yeah, I agree. She probably does. This is Tomoe. She's probably one of the few sane people around here. Yeah, Noriko probably looks terrible. Tomoe's brazen drawl snaps me out of my dead-eyed stare.
Looks like you've been sleeping in the sewer. It suits you.
I don't know what she's talking about. I can't really focus on what she's saying. I realize I've been staring at my computer screen for about 20 minutes, rarely blinking. My mouth is dry, as though I stopped producing saliva altogether. A dull throb in my lap causes me to cross one leg over the other in an attempt to get comfortable.
You know, I'm talking here. It's rude to ignore your superior.
Okay, Tomoe. I swallowed in an attempt to moisten my parched throat before speaking in a cracked voice.
Do you need something? Thought you should know that Shinya and I are gonna hit the town on Friday night. Turns out he's fancied me for a while now. In the end, seems like the better gal won, don't you think? Seems that way. Is that all?
I can tell Tomoe is trying to get under my skin, but I'm honestly not in the mood to deal with it right now.
I thought you'd be more torn up about it. I don't care in the slightest. Why don't you go sit back at your desk? Whatever. Hey, maybe I'll meet you after work again. Why? So you can attack me again?
That is a good question. Why? I realized my voice was louder than intended. A few people nearby tilt their heads quizzically. Tomoe takes a cautious step back.
Keep your voice down, psycho. Stuff like that's between me and you. You assaulted me. I should report you to the police.
That is true. That is true. That do be true.
Don't you dare.
Lost for words, Tomoe turns tail and walks away. I sigh and lean back in my office chair. Why do I feel so exhausted? My mind flickers, piercing together fragments of memory from the bathroom a short while ago. That's right. I let myself get carried away in the exhilaration of my success. I temporarily stepped away from my own body and let my basest instincts take over. But I'm in control now. I'm myself again. I'm Noriko, stoic and unflinching. I'm Corpse Girl, successful and feared. I can kill people as easily as I can manipulate a photo. People like Tomoe should be scared of me. People like Tomoe shouldn't mess with me. I'm in control now. Climbing the steps to my apartment is always such a chore. I wish I'd moved into a building with an elevator, but I simply couldn't afford to when I first moved out on my own last year. These old apartment buildings creak and groan when you ascend the stairs. On top of that, you can hear the bustling of other people within their tiny homes as you progress up each floor. There's always a slight whiff of mold or mildew whenever I ascend the stairs. I want to chalk it up to the fact the building is so old, but it is possible some of the residents here don't keep their apartments very clean. Yeah, that is a possibility. That is a possibility. A sad one, but it is one. At the very least, this neighborhood is decent. I feel safe in my home, even if it is small and cramped. My neighbors are respectful from what I can tell. Not that I really know them at all. In fact, the only neighbors I have regular contact with are the same ones I leech Wi-Fi from. Some middle-aged divorced guy named Kenji who lives on the floor below me and his daughter Momo. Kenji's a decent enough guy. He works overnight, which unfortunately means Momo is left home alone in a lot in the evenings. Momo's a sweet girl, perhaps 6 or 7 years old. Occasionally I hear her singing drift up into my apartment. But it doesn't bother me too much. She's just a kid. It's the very same Kenji and Momo that I bump into when I'm climbing the stairs this evening.
Oh, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Oh. Hello, child. Hello. Look at her. Hello, child. That's a cute outfit. I think I had outfits like these when I was a kid. Very cute. Hello.
We're just on our way to get some dinner. Isn't that right, Momo?
Yes. That sounds nice. I hope you have a good meal.
Thank you. Say, are you feeling okay? You look like you've been in some trouble. There's dirt or something all over that side of your face.
I tilt my head and reach a hand to my cheek. Sure enough, dry muck has blended into my makeup and caked all over my face. It seems like my eyeliner was smeared as well. Is this from when I fell in the bathroom? Damn it, have I looked like this all day?
Oh, right.
I try to make up some lie so Kenji doesn't worry about me.
I actually fell asleep on the train home, and I guess the seats were kind of dirty.
Is that so?
You should wash your face and do your makeup and help if you like.
Oh. I can't help but smile slightly at Momo's generous offer.
Thank you, Momo. I'll be sure to wash up and make myself look nice again. You should go have dinner with your dad.
The girl nods resolutely.
Well, I hope you're okay at any rate. Have you been working hard at the bank?
Oh, actually, I just work at the head office for the bank, so...
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Data something, right?
Yeah. Data.
Yeah, data entry. It's a bit dull, but I'm
Can be.
happy enough.
So long as she's happy, sure.
That's good. That's very good.
Oh, you don't know. Oh, Kenji. Please stay away from your neighbor. She's kinda... Just stay away from her!
I know it's hard for kids like you to get good work in this economy. When you find a job like that, you really have to hold on to it.
That is true.
When I was your age, I could only find cleaning work. I must have had a dozen different janitorial jobs before I met Momo's mother.
Oh. I blink a couple of times. It's not like I talk to this guy often. Really, we hardly know each other. Still, I've never heard him actually mention Momo's mother before. Most of the things I know about him I've just pieced together from context.
Mom?
Oh, no, get it? No.
Of course, things are different now. I have Momo, and her mother isn't around anymore. Cleaning work doesn't cut it these days.
Sadly.
I was really lucky. It means I can work overnight while Momo sleeps, and I can still take her to school every day.
I'm glad you got a job like that. Security. Of course, now I remember. He did mention when we first met that what he does for a living. If memory serves, he works for a private security company. I assume he guards corporate offices or parking lots. Something like that.
Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, job if you like it. That's very important.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you. I'm happy at Temujin, so I plan to stay there.
Very good. Oh, Momo was telling me earlier what she wants to do when she grows up. Weren't you, Momo?
Dad?
Come on now. Tell Naruko what you want to be.
A scientist.
Oh, cute child. You'll be a smart little girl. Yes, you will.
Wow, a scientist. That's a great job.
Yes, we root for Momo. The girl blushes and hides behind her dad.
She's inherited her mother's book smarts, I'm certain. She definitely didn't get her brain from me. Anyway, we're gonna get going. Enjoy your evening, Naruko.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye, Momo. Bye-bye.
Oh. The two of them bow their heads and follow the rest of the stairs down. I continue up the next flight of stairs, reach the landing, then turn the corner to enter my own apartment. Up, up, up! The place is dark because I always make sure to cut the lights before I leave. I can't afford to leave any electricity running. My rent chews through most of my salary as it is. I flick on the lights and feel relief as the living room illuminates. My faithful couch and TV emerge from the shadows and I immediately feel at home. After throwing my keys and bag onto the coffee table, I slump down on the couch. What a day. I have an overwhelming urge to pull out my laptop and check my website for new requests, but my body needs to come first. I'm desperate for a hot shower. I'll need to cleanse my face, scrape the paint out from underneath my nails, and I'll definitely have to slip into a fresh set of underwear. Whatever happened in that bathroom today took its toll on my body and my clothes. Well, the night is young. I can relax later. For now, it's time to start scrubbing. Oh, Thursday morning. Nice. The convenience store is a little more crowded than usual. The mundane chatter of business people, students, and workers buzzes in the air like a swarm of relentless flies. Throughout the drone of mingled conversations, I happen to catch a few interesting words here and there.
Have you seen that one website? What do you mean by request a death?
My lips curl into a half smile, half snarl.
Since he always cheats, I thought I might upload his photo. And you think Corpse Girl really exists?
To hear so many people talking about Corpse Girl's website is enough to make my nerves tingle. However, I know they're not talking about it because of Akane Tsurumaki's death. As far as I can tell, her death wasn't reported to the news as a suspicious case. The only source of information I could locate was her obituary. And that didn't mention anything about foul play, so there's no way anyone could know that Corpse Girl was involved. People are talking about the website in the same way they always have. Like it's just an interesting topic of conversation, an icebreaker, one of those things you tell your friends to entertain them. And therein is my issue with the website as a topic of conversation. It's just an urban legend, a point of discussion that inevitably fizzles out and is forgotten. People talk about it, people visit the website out of curiosity, but very few people take action and request a death. That's the part that annoys me. If people don't actively participate, how can I prove myself to the world? How can Corpse Girl claim her victims if there are no victims to be claimed? As long as the website is simply a talking point, a myth, an icebreaker, then Corpse Girl's ambitions will remain unfulfilled. To be fair, I haven't yet provided a compelling reason for people to take the website seriously. The death toll is humiliatingly low. I I need to ramp it up and step up my game. For Corpse Girl's sake. Until I manage to do that, people will continue to simply discuss the website in hushed tones, like it's some taboo fantasy that shouldn't be spoken of. But with some more time and some more victims, soon everyone will know to fear Corpse Girl. Thanks to the constant drone in the convenience store, I barely registered the quiet melody of a ringtone. Eventually, my ears become keen enough to pick it out, and I answer my phone.
Hey. Good morning, Noriko. Is this a bad time?
Hi, Aoi.
Not at all. I'm at the convenience store. Oh, good. I wanted to catch you before work.
Ooh.
No worries. I actually meant to call you yesterday, but the day got away from me.
Yeah.
That's okay. I wanted to ask if you spoke to Shinya yet?
Yes.
I sure did. Guess what? What? You start work on Monday. You'll be doing data entry with me. We might even get to sit near each other. Oh my gosh. Really? Are you telling the truth?
Mm-hmm.
Of course. When have I ever lied to you? Oh, Noriko. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. Does this mean I can quit the maid cafe now? Yep. Quit today if you can. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you. Allie, are you crying?
Oh.
I'm so happy.
Poor Aoi. They really didn't want to do that job. Making Aoi so overwhelmingly happy feels really good. I care so much for this girl. Her happiness is vital to me.
I owe you so much. And Shinya, too. I know. I'll buy him a gift to give him on my first day. Do you think he'll like that?
It's possible. It's possible.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. That's a great idea, Aoi. What does he like?
I managed to spell the answer to that without having to think twice.
Crime novels.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, really? Oh, his dad is a detective, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can get something like that. Right now, I'm going to march into the cafe and quit. You tell him. Good luck, kid.
Mm-hmm. Good luck.
Okay. Bye, Noriko.
Bye. The call ends and I smile. Oh, I sounded so happy. I'm really glad that I could help her out. She deserves to be happy. I barely have time to select the can of coffee from the line of refrigerated shelves before my phone rings again.
Huh? Aoi? Sorry to call again, Noriko. I just, something was bugging me, so... What's up? Did I, this is going to sound stupid. Did I thank you for getting me the job?
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, yeah, you did. A few times, I think. Okay, phew. I just wanted to check. It was bothering me, and I didn't want to come off as ungrateful, so...
You're not being ungrateful, Aoi. It's fine.
You know what? Just to make sure. Thank you, Noriko.
Ah, you're so cute. It's fine.
Okay, I'm going now, really. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Aoi.
The call ends and my brow furrows. That was strange, but Maybe not so strange for Aoi. I guess she really wanted to be polite. I shrug it off and return to selecting my coffee for today. The office atmosphere is unusually somber when I exit the elevator. There are fewer people around than normal. Some executives I rarely see on this level are hovering around in one of the glass screen cubicles to one side of the floor. I spy Shinya standing at his desk, talking quietly on the phone. He's nodding and bowing a lot, despite the fact that whoever is on the other end of the call can't see him. I want to ask somebody what's going on, but nobody seems to notice me arriving. I shuffle my way to my desk and sit down. I spend some time looking over a spreadsheet of today's tasks. After going through it thoroughly, Shinya arrives in front of my desk, seemingly out of breath.
Noriko, has anyone filled you in yet?
Filled in on what?
No, what's going on? Why is half the office empty?
Yeah, that's my question. Why? That's odd. Why?
Well, you see,
You see?
somebody within the company died yesterday.
Oh. Oh.
Oh? Somebody we know?
Shinya shakes his head slowly, his expression gravely serious.
Nobody you would have interacted with. She was an exec up on the 21st floor. Apparently, she never showed up yesterday, but her coworkers just assumed she was taking a personal day.
Fair enough, fair enough.
People started getting the news in the afternoon. She was involved in some sort of accident, and now she's...
Dead?
Shinya glares at me, his narrow pupils seemingly accusing me of being tactless. I mean, considering...
Yes. Dead.
So, I mean, I get it's a tragedy and all, but how does this explain where everyone is today?
That is true.
You should have received an email sent out by HR this morning. Basically, everyone is being offered professional grief counseling.
Seriously?
Damn. That actually would be kind of nice.
I think some people are taking up the offer, but I suspect some other employees are using the opportunity to skip out on work.
That's fair, yeah.
Regardless, what happened to Miss Tsurumaki was a tragedy. So unexpected.
Very. I blink a few times, getting ready to turn back to my computer. Miss Tsurumaki?
Wait, what was her name?
Huh? Ms. Tsurumaki. It should be in the email. She had a young daughter and everything. It's really sad.
Akane Tsurumaki. Though I never met her before, her face appears in my mind with startling clarity. Self-asphyxiation. An accident. She worked here? I can scarcely believe it. It's true that this is a massive company with thousands of employees Japan-wide, but still. For her to work in the very same building as me. It's too coincidental. It doesn't feel right. Would I have gone through with killing her if I knew she worked in my building? This scenario creates more questions than answers. The person that requested her death, do they also work here? It would have to be somebody who knows her well enough to want her dead. Odds are high that they work here as well. I realize that I've been spacing out and I turn back to Shinya.
Yeah, sorry, just thinking is all.
Well, grief affects us all in different ways.
That is true. It affects us in different ways. Yeah.
The details for the counseling sessions are in the email. Be sure to take up the company's offer if you think it'll help.
True enough.
As for me, I think I'll be okay.
If you say so,
Some
Shinya.
quiet reflection on the matter should help clear my head.
If you say so.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I have a date with Tomoe to look forward to. It's important to look ahead in times like these, isn't it? I think I read that somewhere.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Very well then. Do your best today, okay?
Right.
Shinya takes his leave, and I let my shoulder slump. I killed someone for my office building, but I didn't know that at the time. Could my involvement be traced? No, I was careful to cover my tracks. I deleted the photos from my computer, discarded the burner phone SIM card, and trashed the phone itself. There's no way anyone would find out I was involved. Besides, I don't even know if authorities are treating the case as a murder. As far as general information goes, it would seem like it truly is being treated as an accident. I'm in the clear. I know I am. However, I sure would like to uncover the identity of the person who requested Tsurumaki's death. The thought that it could be someone I work with makes me way too curious. Despite work being eventful this morning, the rest of the day passed quietly. Even Tomoe kept her distance from me. I wonder if I scared her off when I casually mentioned reporting her to the police. Not that I actually would report her. That would lead to the police getting mixed up in my life, and I can't really have that considering my moonlighting occupation. Especially now that I know I have a connection to Tsurumaki. I brush my hair in front of the mirror in my bedroom. I remove my makeup and reveal the ever-so-faint bruise on my cheek. The fading token of my fight with Tomoe. Since tonight is rather cold, I decide to snuggle up under the covers in bed with my laptop. I crawl into bed and pull the plush blankets up over myself. The warmth and softness is immediately comforting, and I have to fight the urge not to fall asleep here and now. To keep myself awake, I check the requests on my website. I'm pleasantly surprised to find there are 2 new requests. 2 in one day. My heart begins to race, and I quickly open the messages. The first message reads, Request details. Today, 11:14 a.m. local time. Victim's phone. Beep. Image attachment not found. No image attachment? What? I thought I configured the website to reject requests unless an image is attached. This is really irritating. I got my hopes up for nothing. It takes me a second to remember that there's another request waiting. My optimism renewed, I hurriedly click into the unread message. Request details. Today, 5:06 p.m. local time. Victim's phone. Downloading image attachment. Yes, this request has been submitted correctly. The image is loading before my eyes. The new victim is male, early 20s. He's fit and athletic looking. His clothing is casual, so it's impossible to infer what kind of work he does. The photo of him is pretty simple. I don't know if he uses it for his noise profile or if it's an ID photo of some sort. Either way, he looks like a happy person. I'm not so naive to pretend. Bless me. Oof. It is cold outside today, snowing again. I'm not so naive to pretend I can't guess at the reasons this guy is wanted dead. Perhaps an ex has submitted his details after a bad breakup, or a jealous sibling wants him out of the picture. People's motivations are purely selfish. requesting the death of somebody is guaranteed to be motivated by self-interest. So why did somebody want Tsurumaki dead? She was so plain-looking and so uninteresting. She didn't look like she was capable of even thinking about wronging somebody. Did somebody want revenge on her, or did somebody simply find her so dull that the thought of removing her from the planet seemed appealing? I interrupt my own thoughts and return to the task at hand. Dwelling on a past victim won't do me any good if I want to continue my streak of success. You guys wait here a minute, be good. I'll be right back. Just need to take care of a few things, okay? And I'm alive again. Don't worry, it was a quick thing. Let's go. This new guy is attractive. It's almost a shame to have to chop him up. Well, we all get what's coming to us. No sense in trying to avoid scarring a pretty face. Beauty is superficial anyways. I know that as well as anyone. No one deserves to be spared just because they're good looking. Beautiful people should suffer just as much as anyone else. Beautiful people do suffer as much as anyone else. Take Aoi, for example. She's gorgeous, absolutely stunning, and definitely my type. But she suffers endlessly at the hands of cruel stalkers and patrons. Everyone suffers, beautiful or not. We all cop the crap we're dealt. So why fuss over a beautiful corpse? This guy, or Aoi, or even Tomoe on a good day. Beautiful people die the same way as the average person. The guy on my computer screen probably doesn't really deserve to die. I'm sure there's some petty reason his death has been requested. But I take all requests seriously. I won't turn a single one down. Corpse Girl's convictions will pave the way to her fame. With a smirk and a lick of my lips, I get to work. I've got a nice, clear photo here, so I can go all out on the request. I hit up the DD, the database of the deceased, and spend some time selecting a suitable base image. I hesitate between choosing an image of a corpse with a knife in its throat, or a body soaking in a bloody bathtub with chopped off breasts. Either image would do just fine, but I really want something special for this latest victim. After all, I have to top my last success, right? Another 5 or 10 minutes passed until I gasped at it coming across the perfect photo. Thanks to my clever use of tags and filters on the DD, this image matches my victim's description perfectly. 20 to 30 years old, athletic build, male. The corpse's legs are severed below the knees. Bloody stumps leak their vital fluids from on high. The body is hanging from a set of power lines on some suburban street. It's perfect, beautiful even. It will help me create a beautiful death for a beautiful person. I kinda have to question the story behind this photo. I wonder if the police ever investigated and discovered what happened to this sucker. Well, regardless, this will serve my purpose. I download the highest resolution copy available and save it to my hard drive. My fingers trace along the computer's trackpad with precise movements, clicking, tapping, dragging at random intervals. The night carries on. Friday morning. My walk through this train station this morning is confident, cocky, self-assured. When I board the train, I even managed to take a seat for the first time in a while. I withdraw a worn book from my handbag and flip open the cover. There's a name scrawled in blue ballpoint pen on the first page, but it has become faded and illegible over time. I don't quite remember where I picked up this book. Maybe I discovered it at a secondhand bookshop. Who knows? I own so many obscure tomes that I can't be expected to recall purchasing every single one. Its aged cover and weathered spine both bear the same title. False Photography. A Comprehensive History of Photo Manipulation. The book is written in English, and it's a slog to work through with my limited knowledge of that language. But I like to skim through its primary for the photographs contained within. The examples of early image doctoring from centuries ago fascinates me. The book even features techniques and studies as recent as 1993 when it was first published. It's true that a lot of the techniques discussed within are no longer relevant in today's digital age, however. There's a hearty section dedicated to the art of manipulating corpse photos, something that I am indeed very, very interested in. The most intriguing aspect of this section's content is that the featured artists perform the opposite kind of work that I do. Instead of manipulating images of the living to make them appear dead, the artists in the book edit the images of the dead in order to make them look alive once more. In bygone eras when photographs of people were taken few and far between, a sect of artists dedicated themselves to honoring the memories of the deceased. They did this by making the photos taken upon death look beautiful and full of life. These photos were gifted to family members and loved ones. The tradition makes sense. Imagine if you lost someone dear to you and you had no photographs of them. That is honestly very, very sad. Yeah. Wouldn't it be wonderful to receive one last memento, a beautiful image of the way you remember them? Instead of using makeup to beautify a corpse, these artists applied paintbrush and pen directly to a photograph to seemingly bring the deceased back to life. The impressive aspect of this process is the way they illustrated the corpse's eyes to look full of life. Even though it's a far cry from the work I do, I can't help but feel some sort of kinship with the artists discussed in this book. Surely we are cut from the same cloth. I highly doubt y'all are the same type of people. Past working with dead photos. You are not cut from the same cloth. No. Browsing through the images in this book inspires me to work hard at my own photo editing. Many of the pictures are in black and white, but to me, that only drives home how impressive these old techniques were. I finish flipping through a chapter and close the book. I hold the tattered tome to my chest and breathe a sigh of satisfaction.
The next station is Shinjuku. The doors on the right side will open. Please change here for the Chuo line, the Shonan Shinjuku line, the Saikyo line.
I quickly stuff the book into my handbag and get ready to disembark the train. When I'm certain nobody is looking, I carefully open the lid of the large dumpster in front of me. The stench of rotten food and who knows what else assaults my senses, and I reflectively gag and sputter. The staff at the convenience store really need to seal their trash in plastic bags before tossing it in here.
Ugh, this is disgusting. I have to stop doing this.
The raised open lid locks into place at a 45-degree angle, allowing my now free hands to retrieve a small black object from my handbag. It's a flip phone, a cheap plastic thing with a shiny charcoal finish. I open it up and tap on the retro tactile keys, confirming that I completely deleted all sent messages and photos. Nodding to myself, Satisfied that I've covered my tracks, I eject the battery from the back of the casing and toss it in the dumpster. I then snap the phone in half along the hinge, separating the screen from the keypad. The screen crunches into pieces with a gratifying under my shoes. I retrieve the smashed parts from the asphalt, careful not to prick my finger on the sharp glass. With a hearty glance, I unceremoniously launch the broken parts of the phone into the dumpster. I clap my hands together to dust them off, then shut the dumpster lid and hurry away. I sidle between the brick wall of the convenience store and a narrow metal railing intended to keep people like me away from the dumpsters. Now in front of the convenience store, I finally feel I can breathe deeply without fear of inhaling the toxic contents of the dumpster. I let my lungs take their fill before nonchalantly crossing the street. That takes care of my latest burner phone. Before leaving the office building, I cracked the SIM card in half and disposed of it in the combustible trash. Now with the phone itself destroyed and discarded at a different location, my mind is at ease. It has been slightly less than 24 hours since I messaged my last victim, that athletic guy that I may have briefly fantasized about during my restless slumber. My general rule of thumb is to keep a burner phone for exactly 24 hours after sending a photo. However, I made an exception today. I wanted to discard the phone early, clear my anxiety, and get a full night's rest tonight. Besides, it's not like anyone ever replies to the messages I send. I'd love it if they did, but it is what it is. So really, there's no point holding on to the evidence of my wrongdoing for longer than necessary. If memory serves, I wrote tomorrow's date on the latest victim's timestamp, May 30th, 10:31 a.m. The victim may decide to kill themselves today, of course. He could end up just like Akane Tsurumaki. But if he's anything like her, he'll hold out until just a few hours before the designated time. He'll let panic and fear boil and build inside him until he just can't take it anymore. Or someone will come along and end it all for him. I can't be sure. I still don't know what happened to Rui Hanato. Did she kill herself? Did someone else snuff out her life? Either way, I'll start researching obituaries tomorrow. I'm confident that this will be another successful request. If it is, I'll truly be on a winning streak. With butterflies in my stomach, I cross the road. On my route home, I usually like to trek through the small park close to my apartment, provided the weather is decent. I avoid the park in the mornings as a lot of people walk their dogs, and I can't risk my allergies flaring up before I reach the office. In the evening, the park is much emptier. I suppose I finish work a bit earlier than most people, so while everyone else is busy, I can enjoy the fresh air and scenery. I make my way along the neat, broad dirt path that connects one side of the park to the other. Wooden benches line the path at regular intervals, and at this time of the evening, it's common to see a homeless person or two using a bench as a resting place. This city has more homeless people than the general population would care to admit. That is true. That is true. I try not to think much of it as I walk by every day. I already know that many people have it worse off than I do, but there's not exactly anything I can do to help, right? Should I be giving these people money that I can't afford to spare? Wouldn't I just end up homeless as well? I'm not exactly broke, but I live month to month on my salary. It's expensive to live on the outskirts of Akihabara, and commuting to Shinjuku every day isn't exactly cheap either. Then you add in electricity bills, food, phone. I mean, I don't eat unless I have to, but I'd starve if I didn't buy a meal every other day. And don't get me started on the cost of the coffee I drink. If I'm lucky, I can score a can for 100 yen, but more often than not, I'm paying up to 150 for a single can. Even if I were to buy canned coffee in bulk from one of those huge variety stores like Don Coyote, Coyote. Yeah, like Dog Coyote, I'd still only save a handful of loose change. And I wouldn't have access to the familiar selection I get at the convenience store. I'm just thankful that I don't go out for drinks after work like most of my colleagues. If I had to buy a few rounds of beer every week, my bank account would definitely dry up. By avoiding that kind of group outing, not only do I save money, but I'm also not forced to spend more time around people. It's a win-win situation. Realizing I'm trudging along the path at a snail's pace, I tell myself to speed up my gait. Towards the exit of the park, the silhouettes of two people on a bench come into view. The sound of laughter carries on the wind, and I can't help but feel like I've heard these voices before. As I draw closer, a sinking sensation clutches at my stomach. I immediately get the urge to turn around, but I'm so close to home.
Aha! It's Noriko! Fancy seeing her here.
Noriko's here.
Tomoe and Shinya. Tomoe glares and flips her long hair behind her ear with a shit-eating grin on her face. Shinya looks kind of out of place outside of the office. His face is filtered by an especially uncomfortable expression. I start to wonder why these two are here, but then I recall that Tomoe did mention they were going on a date on Friday night. I suppose it's just my bad luck that I would run into them on the way home. Though, what are they doing here in Akihabara? I have to assume that Tomoe came here on purpose just to spite me.
On your way home? Uh-huh. How's your, date? We're having a blast, right, Chen?
Yes, of course. A great time.
I wonder if Tomoe has been dragging Shinya along against his will.
Okay, well, I'll leave you to it.
Indeed.
We're gonna grab some chicken. Why don't you come with us? No thanks.
I can't think of any worse way to spend an evening than eating with Tomoe.
Please come with us, Noriko.
Oh, this poor boy. This poor boy. Shinya has a dejected look on his face. It's pitiful, but he brought this date on himself. Why should I have to bail him out?
Sorry, I've got things to do tonight. Are you sure you're not just avoiding eating? Afraid to gain a bit of fat?
I honestly don't know what to say to that.
Say, Shin, you ever seen Noriko eat anything?
Well, now that you mention it, she never seems to eat at the office.
I eat at home, if that's okay with you.
It's not completely a lie. Sometimes I eat at home, sometimes I don't eat at all.
Come on, come get some chicken with us. You can throw it back up or whatever afterwards if it makes you feel better.
She's starting to get on my nerves. I swear she tries to identify my flaws and insecurities just so she can rub them in my face.
Tomoe, you're not being very nice to Noriko. Aren't you two supposed to be friends?
Shinya, yes, silly fool. You fool. Shinya is... You fool.
We're besties. Besties talk shit to each other, right, Noriko?
Besties don't assault each other, Tomoe.
Right.
Huh. Fascinating.
Eh.
Anyway, I'm going now. See you on Monday.
Okay. See you then.
Buzzkill. She's such a drag.
I let Tomoe's words hang in the air as I walk past her. I'm pretty annoyed that she dragged Shinya all the way here just to taunt me. Is this her idea of a good date? Does she care about Shinya at all? Or is this whole thing just to annoy me? Tomoe dating Shinya doesn't even get under my skin. I don't have feelings for him at all. What does get on my nerves is simply the fact that Tomoe is trying so hard to get on my nerves. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if I carry on my way home without one final interruption. Tomoe calls out to me again.
Our friend Aoi is gonna start work with us on Monday, yeah? Oh, fun. I can't wait to meet a friend of Noriko's.
I grimace. I suppose Shinya told her about that. I turned back to face them both.
Don't even think about messing with Aoi. That girl has dealt with enough crap at her last job.
That do be true. That is true. She has dealt with enough.
Oh, has she? Maybe big, strong Noriko can protect her now. I'd do anything for her. She's my best friend. If you had any friends of your own, you would understand what that feels like. Well, I got plenty of friends. And only some of them are sluts like you. Yeah. I'm going.
I finally managed to disengage from the conversation, even with Tomoe's mocking laugh piercing the air. I exit the park, cross the road, and walk down the block leading to my apartment. Tomoe, I have to wonder if that girl exists solely to irritate me. I have to tell myself she's not worth my time. I can't let her taunts get to me. I grin and bear it, as they say. That's what a stoic, unflinching Noriko would do. Hi, Jace! How are ya? We're, going through Corpse Factory still with a possible mass murderer. There's our protagonist. It's gonna be fine. Running a hand through my hair, I smile and approach my apartment building. Saturday. I spend all morning trying to unsuccessfully calm my nerves. I'm anxious about finding out whether my latest victim has perished. It's afternoon now, so the time written on his photo has passed. If my work was successful, I should know soon enough. I've already set up an obituary news alert on my phone to keep me informed. Instead of sitting at home all day and waiting for my phone to go off, I decided to visit an old favorite hangout. Ooh, videos. Working on them. That's good, that's good. Hey, spacing out is also very good for the brain sometimes. You know, gives your brain time to kind of become whoosh and like relax. Me? As you can tell, streaming games, but I'm also working on few things behind the scenes and such. So, I am a busy little girl. I mean, I also have to work on things for college. Which, classes start in a few hours, but it's fine. It's fine. Because at least my teachers know about Life 2D. They just don't know I stream. Anyways. Public libraries don't get the credit they deserve in this age. They're quiet, calm, soothing. I can sit here for hours for free and just get lost in different worlds. That is true. That is true. Public libraries need more funding and more recognition for how good of a hangout spot they can be if you just don't like noise. It's so good. Plus, they always carry works by my favorite authors. Sometimes the librarians are even kind enough to recommend titles that might fit my tastes. I don't feel judged here. Nobody looks at me and mocks my clothing or my makeup. Nobody looks at me and asks if I had enough to eat lately. Nobody makes fun of me, that lonely girl in the corner reading Lovecraft and calmly stroking her hair. Every so often I put my book aside and check my phone out of habit. Still no alerts. Have I miscalculated something? Did my latest photo not look convincing? Or damning? Or damning enough to inspire suicide? Or murder? I find myself growing increasingly anxious and impatient.
Cthulhu, huh? You a Lovecraft nerd?
Well, hi, sir. I mean, in a sense, you can call me that, yes. I mean, I'm sure you can call Noriko that too, but, like, yes. Hi, sir. Look tired and dead? I blink twice and look up at the strange man standing over me.
Huh?
So, yes, didn't mean to interrupt. Notice you're reading Lovecraft. Huh. In Japanese, too.
Sauce? Sauce? Sauce. Is that... Is that some way to say sorry? Hey? Am I that out of touch? Hey? Sauce? SOS? SOZ? Eh? Oh no. No. Is it? Why? Okay, sir. Sir, say sauce, okay. It's fine.
Didn't know this book had been translated.
It was.
Yeah. My English isn't great, so I read the translated versions.
That's mad. Do they translate esoteric names? Can't imagine Cthulhu being easy to write in kanji.
You know, he has a point. I do. Like, translators who, like, translate weird things like Cthulhu and, like, really weird things. Like that. Like, wow. Must be very interesting.
Well, it's written in katakana, so...
Yeah.
Of course. Kojiro.
Kojiro. Nice to meet you, officially. The man extends a hand, and I can't tell if he wants me to shake it or pass him my book.
What?
We're so out of touch.
Kurosawa.
That isn't the Leonardo. Please.
Nice. Just Kojiro for me. No last name. Call me Koji.
No last name. Why? Okay, but like, were you like, why no last name? I mean, I guess it's to avoid formality, but still, why no last name?
You don't
Yeah, exactly.
have a last name?
Exactly, Noriko. Exactly.
Used to. Lost it. Fire, you know. I'm
Eh?
just Gojiro now.
That still don't make sense. You should still have a last name. But like, even if things like that happen, you still have a last name. Even if it's not quote-unquote officially documented, you should still have a last name. What? Hey? Okay. This guy is weird. Yeah, you're telling me. His clothes smell like they've been stashed in the back of a closet for a decade or two. His face is unshaven and his eyes are scarily clear and focused despite being masked by a pair of thick glasses.
Didn't mean to keep you. Soz again. I'm looking for Nobel Sinclair. You around
Say
here?
that word! Don't say that word! What? What even is? Someone please! Soz? S-O-Z? Is it really just slang for sorry? Eh? No.
I mean, I don't know.
누구에게야? Who?
Writer guy? Did that book about befriending the dead? The librarian told me to check these shelves.
Oh, he's looking for a book. Not an actual person looking for a book. Naruhodo. I understand.
Sorry, I don't really know.
I really don't know. Mianhe.
No worries. I'll find him. You know, you look like the type who'd enjoy his books. Not to judge you by your cover.
I mean, it's possible. Very possible.
Need a strong stomach, though. Messed up shit.
Huh? As much as I hate to admit it, this stranger has captured my interest.
How messed up are we talking?
Yes. Speak.
Well, his first book describes dressing up corpses, taking them to dinner. Goal is to not get caught out. Mad, right?
Wow. That is a little weird. That is weird. But like, very interesting concept.
Like something out of that American movie. Weekend with Bernard? Or something like that.
Is that I'm looking it up later. So many things.
Second book goes nuts. Main character fills the school classroom with bodies, all dressed up as students. Runs lectures and records them, puts them online.
That is messed up. That's messed up. But I kind of want to read these books. I do want to kind of read these books. So interesting concept.
Best part? No one can figure out if these books
Hey.
are fiction.
What do you mean? What do you mean, sir? What do you mean, sir? What do you mean, sir? Concern? Rising?
Internet says Snowbell Sinclair actually did these things. Says he's doing time now, writing these books as a confession.
Interesting.
I would pray that that's not the case. I'll pray that's not the case. Very.
Right? It's deranged. Makes for a good bedtime reading.
I mean. Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
You a noise? Well, of course you are.
Right.
Yeah. You?
Yes, sir. You.
Yeah. At Koji Koji. Add me if you like.
Kinda
We can
like
talk
you
shop.
were.
I'm gonna find
I'm
Obel.
gonna find
Wish me
this
luck.
messed up author. And without so much as a glance back at me, the man walks away. I try to return to my reading, but the whole conversation just replays back in my head. What a bizarre encounter. Maybe I'll just head home for today. Being here has helped me calm down, but I'm still eagerly anticipating the fate of my victim. Besides, I have to admit that I'm growing a little bit hungry. Maybe onigiri, a rice ball from the convenience store, will tide me over until tomorrow. I gather my things and stand up, letting a little as I stretch my muscles. As I head towards the sliding doors to leave the library, a little alert sounds from my phone. Yep. This is it! My phone is in my hands in less than a second. The screen unlocked and the obituary page loading before my eyes. Article posted online today, 2:39 p.m. Keywords found. 3. Mr. Accident. Numerical data range 20 to 30. Image data found? Yes. Saturday, May 30th. Mr. Eiichi Hanada of Tokyo 22 of Tokyo Prefecture was pronounced dead this afternoon at a traffic intersection. 12:02. Coroner's office reports that Mr. Hanada was involved in a traffic accident. No other casualties have been reported. Mr. Hanada is survived by his fiancée, who wishes to remain anonymous. A funeral service has not yet been arranged. View an image attachment? I quickly load the image attachment and can't believe my eyes. The photo is the same one that was sent to me through Corpse Girl's website. There can be absolutely no doubt that this is my latest victim. I've done it again. My breathing starts to quicken. My cheek begins to grow hot. I know from experience that if I don't get somewhere private and quickly, I may very well make a fool of myself in public. I quickly glance around the library for a sign pointing to a restroom. As soon as my eyes settle on it, I dash towards it, swerving between bookshelves and through narrow aisles. There's one door for a unisex bathroom, an unremarkable beige portal. The muscles in my thighs are tightening, and I squirm as I reach for the door. My hand grasps the cool metal handle and presses down, only to be met with immovable resistance. It's locked. There's a sign on the door, a notice that I completely ignored in my haste. Closed for cleaning.
Shit.
What you get, not what you get. I curse despite my best efforts to keep a low profile. My hand turns frantically, looking for anywhere that I can sit down and remain out of sight while my body reacts erratically to my latest success.
Yo, you busted?
This guy again.
I need to use the restroom.
No. I hope he can't tell that the expression on my face is not one of desperation to use the facilities.
On it.
What do you mean? What do you mean? To my surprise, Kojiro strides up to the restroom door and begins to slam his fist against it.
Hey, cleaning time is over. Get out of there.
Eh? What do you mean? Eh? Sir. I hear a panicked yelp within. Kojiro's commanding voice was more than a little intimidating. Within seconds, a terrified old woman emerges. She wheels her cleaning trolley around us, bows quickly, and disappears from sight.
All yours. About to hold it.
Oh my god. Can't believe that actually worked. I can't believe that actually worked. Oh my god. I dash past Kojiro, unable to believe that what is happening here. I slam the door behind me and slip into a cubicle. As soon as I sit atop the toilet's closed lid, my legs begin to shake uncontrollably, and I have to lean backwards to steady myself. Eiichi Hanada is dead, killed in a traffic accident. That could mean anything, but I'm willing to bet that I caused his death. After seeing the photo of his dismembered corpse, he might have purposely crashed his car, or perhaps someone else rammed his vehicle intent on murdering him on behalf of Corpse Girl. I still don't know how my power works. I don't know why these victims end up dead. But the cause of death ultimately doesn't matter. What matters is that Corpse Girl is victorious once more. I find myself panting, squirming, struggling to restrain myself. My vision fogs, my knuckles clench, and with barely a fanfare, I begin to cool down all of a sudden. Just like that, the overwhelming urge to explode suddenly flutters away. Huh? My breathing regulates, my legs solidify, and rest firmly on the ground. This experience wasn't nearly as staggering as last time. Maybe because I was so confident that this victim would die, my body was already prepared itself for it? Have I already become desensitized to my ability to wield death itself? I won't pretend that I'm not disappointed. That exhilarating feeling I've experienced last time, the complete and utter loss of control, it was addicting. I craved experiencing it again. Still, I need to remind myself of the most important thing. I fulfilled the request issued to Corpse Girl. That's 2 new victories in a row. 2 victories in a single week. As long as requests keep coming in, I can keep achieving my goals. I can do this! Full of confidence and feeling steady once more, I exit the cubicle and leave the bathroom. That strange man, Kojiro, is waiting for me at the end of an aisle.
You good?
Why are you waiting for her, dude? Look, why are you waiting for her? Look, I mean, I know you may be into her, but like, why? I'm just wondering. That's just a question.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for, you know, I really needed the bathroom.
Yeah, hey, thanks for, you know.
Course. Been there. Gotta go when you gotta go.
But still, why are you waiting for her? Like, thanks for the help, but like, why are you waiting for her?
Look what I found.
Eh? What you find, sir? That is, I'm still very concerned. Why were you waiting for her? Like, Kojiro holds up a book with a plain black cover.
Nobel Sinclair's latest. Dazed by the Dead. It's a ripper.
Oh. Dazed by the Dead. Interesting.
Oh, what's that one about?
Yes, do tell. What could it be about? I am very curious. A ripper.
Falling in love with the dead. Read it already last year. Time
Oh.
for another go.
I mean, it's not too out of the realm.
Oh, here.
Okay, interesting. Oh? Kojiro hands another book to me, this one with a brown cover. An illustration on the front depicts a field of flowers.
What's this?
I'm assuming this is his first book? Oh, I do love.
Sinclair's first ever published work. Strange Flower. Title's nonsense.
I mean, I've had books like that where the titles just doesn't match with the contents inside, but like, books are still good.
This is the one where he puts corpses in suits, treats them to meals at fancy restaurants. Loaned it out under my name. You take it. Return it before the meeting.
Why?
Risk getting fined.
Why? Why are you doing this? Look, I know you might be down bad, but... Dude.
Oh, well, thank you. I'll be sure to read it.
Sure. Send me your thoughts on noise.
No, this is... You're still weird. I may like you and Noriko together, but you're still weird. And also, I mean, well, you and her are also weird. I still recommend you not get that close to her. Considering.
Right. Be seeing you.
Considering. That's all I'm just saying. Don't get too close to her. Yep. A brief wave of his hand and he disappears behind the closet shelves. I can't really get over how peculiar he is, but he certainly is making an effort to be friendly. I turn the heavy book over in my hands and look inside the front cover for a publication date. 2009. It's actually not that old. Definitely not as old as the fiction I normally consume. I shrug and hoist a bulky tome underneath my arm, then make for the library exit. I feel uncommonly hungry on my way home, so much that I decide to stop by a restaurant and get some dinner. I wonder if killing stirs my appetite. I often pass this establishment when I exit the train station in Akihabara. It's an old venue that serves traditional Japanese food, as well as popular Western dishes. To say that I've always been curious about eating here would be accurate. I've been working hard lately, achieving my goals. I can afford to treat myself to a cooked meal, right? Why do I find it so hard to justify that? I'm even going to eat at a booth tonight. Another rarity for me. A waitress guides me to an empty booth and I slide in before looking at the menu. The house specialty, according to the menu in my hands, is grilled eel. Not exactly my favorite. In fact, seafood of any variety doesn't sit well in my stomach. I decide to pass on the specials and order something I know I can digest. Omurice sounds good. I used to eat it a lot as a kid. Omelet, rice, and ketchup. What's not to like? Plus, it's only 700 yen before tax. The waitress returns to take my order. I confidently point out what I'd like. She offers me a smile and hurries off to the next table. Perhaps my recent victory streak has given my courage a boost, because I hardly feel awkward or anxious sitting here, surrounded by people eating and drinking on all sides. I'm somewhat calm and at ease amidst the hustle and bustle of the restaurant. I almost feel like it might be nice to have company, a friend. Perhaps Aoi or even Shinya might be nice to talk to and pass the time with. Oh well, in any way, I do have some company. I retrieve a book from my handbag, the very same book Kojiro lent to me, and I open up to the first chapter. Strange Flower, an odd, apparently meaningless title. Still, it comes highly recommended by an eccentric stranger, so it must be good. My meal arrives when I'm a few pages into the book. I thank the waitress and look at the omurice before me. It smells good. It's presented beautifully. I can probably eat at least a quarter of this portion without feeling ill. I pick up the spoon and slice through the middle of the omurice, causing a puff of steam to billow up. Throwing caution to the wind, I scoop a good amount and bring it to my mouth. It's delicious. There's no other word to describe it. The convenience store meals I normally eat can't even compare to something like this. The egg is soft, the rice is fluffy, and there's just enough ketchup along the top. I take a second mouthful, then a third. I can't help but giggle a little at the thought of myself sitting here eating like a normal person. All the people around me probably think I'm a normal person too. Just a girl sitting at a restaurant, eating her dinner. Another quiet giggle escapes my lips, and I gently dab my mouth with a napkin. I set my spoon to the side and return to the book in front of me. The author of this work certainly is interesting. Noble Sinclair, according to the bio inside the front cover, he moved to Japan from overseas at a young age. The book was written originally in Japanese. It's not a translation, but even so, the writing style is quite unusual. I can't quite put my finger on what's strange about it. Maybe it's the lack of complex kanji used throughout. Everything is written rather simply in hiragana, almost like the intended audience is elementary school kids. That is odd. But that can't be right. The themes contained within are truly disturbing. Maybe the author just doesn't have the greatest comprehension in writing in Japanese. It's true that a lot of adults have trouble with complex kanji. Professional authors, though, not so much. Anyways, it's not like it matters too much. The book is interesting enough to keep me turning pages. I must be completely absorbed in reading because before I know it, a waitress is politely letting me know that the restaurant is closing soon. I nod and look at the plate of omu rice in front of me. The meal has gone cold and I only ate 3 bites. Still, I'm feeling full now and I really enjoyed what I did eat. I don't even feel any added weight on my hips as I get to my feet. That's definitely a positive thing. I stretch my arms and legs, put my book in my bag, and offer the waitress some money along with the bill. Oh. Oh. Looting. Looting. Whew. Well, as this loads. All right. Well, I personally think that now's a good time to save. Return to the title screen. And end stream for today. Just for today. Nothing super. We got through plenty. But now, I think it's time to check out my art hashtag. To show off any art that has been made for me. Let's make sure that, there we go. Latest. That's not it. Oh wait, I forgot to add the D. Duh. Lined art. There we go. There we go. Anyways, yes. Tsukihime Ayuna, thank you for the cute art. Make sure you go love and retweet that. Over there. I doubt there's anything in my support tag today. Oh! What does this VA artist want me to retweet? Yes. Yes. Mr. Muskman and Twitter. We don't know if it's going to be a mess, but we're definitely going to try to support. So, Zilu... Ewa? I hope I'm not butchering that. That would be sad if I'm butchering it. But yes. I'll make sure to retweet that and give it a like. Yep. If you want to keep up with me on Twitter, notification bell, add them to lists. If you want to join the Discord, it's in my Twitter bio as well. To this. Yep, card. Main goal. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's what the goal is for a lot of streamers and content creators, right? To make a nice community. So, yeah. Instagram. Definitely am. You know what? I may as well, because the thread does have good things to say. And let me also let her know for as a thank you. Thank you for using. There we go. But yeah, amazing. Slowly I grow. Slowly I grow. And slowly my hashtags are being used. Happy days. But before I leave here, let's do one more thing. Let's go and raid folks. I think we as streamers should raid this person. Share. Oh right, I should probably get you to see what I'm doing. So if you are new here, what I do, because I don't have the proper raid feature yet, I put a link to the streamer I want to raid. Actually, let me make sure I get there safely first. So, what I do? Well, first, I find a streamer I want to raid that's hopefully streaming the same time as me. Mostly smaller streamers like me and others, right? Because YouTube does have a live tag up top. Look around. We'll bring this up. All right. Let me. And as you can see, we will be rating Dark today. So, here's the link to the video. Here is the message for today.
I do appreciate it though, thanks.
I type a message, and the message will be...
To multiplayer go burr, yeah, it'd be like that. Hero, yep, there it is.
No.
Ah, damn, she's got the fucking scary voice on instantly.
Yes. That will be the raid message. So copy the raid message, go to the link, head over there.
Just dropping shit.
And I will say thank you everyone for coming to this stream. I hope you had a good time because I did. And I'll see you next stream. Bye bye!